Right, we're out in the garden again. Welcome to another no-nonsense tackle review. So, loads of people are loving these at the minute. It's nice just to see some tackle that I use, and I'm reviewing it and giving you my honest opinion. So, I just thought I'd have a chat with you today about landing nets and keep nets. Alright, so we'll go on to landing nets first. So, I used to use loads and loads of different landing nets. I've used a Frenzy one, I've used Map, I've used Drennan, loads and loads of different landing nets. It's not much that you can say about them really, but there is a few key features that you really need to know about landing nets. So, I've started using it over the last year or something like that, 6 months. I've been using these Mozella Prestige HD landing nets, and basically I've got two different. The ones that I use, I've got two different sizes. I've got a larger one which is a 17 to 18 inch ring, and I'm using these for bigger carp. So I'm predominantly more go match fishing, so I'm using these at places like maybe Barston Lakes, Larford Lakes, Artill Res, where the carp are, you're going to catch carp over £20. And for what I need to them, I've got to be hands down honest. They're probably the better landing nets that I've used over many years of trying different ones. Now probably it's to do with more technology coming out, and they're just better, lighter material. They've got these bigger rings in here, so when you're moving your landing net through the water, it's not slowing it down with smaller rings basically. So that's one of the key features, and it's just light and easy to use basically when you're scooping the fish out, because I'm predominantly match fishing. I want to get them in as fast as I can. It's really strong material, not had any rips or anything like that in them, and just really nice to use. So they're the HD landing nets from Mozella, loads and loads of different sizes. Definitely just check them out. And from what I use and what I've used over the years, is the better ones for me. I know if we're fishing, so say if I went up to Benny's and I were fishing for F1s, then I probably wouldn't use a landing net like this. I'd use one what's got all small holes in, and I don't want that longer bottom. I'd want a short pan net, probably something about that, because I'm fishing for F1s. I want to get them as quick as I can, and I don't want to be reaching down to try and get the fish. These I wouldn't use for that type of fishing. I'd use a different net. Mainly for what I'm using these for, bream fishing, carp fishing, big waters, then these two nets, that's all I need basically. So, just thought I'd have a quick chat about keep nets as well. Obviously over the years I've used loads and loads of different keep nets, and there's loads and different ones on the market, but the newer ones seem to be the better. I mean, I don't really know much about the material or anything like that, but I can put a link in the description below, and you can proper delve into all the details and stuff like that. But I'm only reviewing it from what I see, and what I use it for. So I've used keep nets, loads and loads of different keep nets now. So some of the key features on the Inline HD keep nets from Mozella is, first is this screw here where you're putting it into your keep net attachment on there. There seem to be, these ones move up and down where you want to. They're not just them screw ones in the hold in one place, so you can put these at any angle that you want into. And I've noticed that if you screw your keep net attachment tightly, then it holds in place. I've had no problems of them moving up and down, but you need to make sure that you do screw it up tightly in place, because if you don't, you're going to get that moving up and down when you're putting fish in. But if you've got it tight, then it ain't going to move. So another one of the features which I like is on my old school keep nets, I've always used to swinging fishing, and then I get me hook caught in the top of my keep net, and I'd be, oh god, I've got another hook in there and what have you. But with this, you've got this section here on the keep nets which you're not going to get your hook caught into. I've never had my hook caught into this section at all. I don't know what sort of material it is, but that's one of the key features, that you're not going to get your hook caught in when you've got your keep net there, because you've got this sort of material here that stops that from happening. So that's a great feature, and one what I really like. Obviously it's got good graphics on and everything like that, and then moving down, it's bigger at the top part and it gets smaller at the bottom end. They've got these nice big rings which are quite heavy, so you haven't, back in the day I know a lot of people used to whack a weight on and chuck it out and stuff like that, but with these rings, these are already weighted, so you don't need to do that anymore. So it's moved on with the times where you don't need to put any weights or anything like that on your Keepnet, and these go out without no problem at all and stay there in the water. So if it is towing, the water's towing, or it's windy or anything like that, you've got these rings on which are already weighted, which are going to hold down the Keepnet. You've also got these little tie wraps and all. If you are fishing a canal, you know, you can tie those up with a bit of rope or whatever and keep that section out of the water, so that's a nice handy feature as well. But as far as Keepnets go, like I said, there isn't much really to talk about a Keepnet. You put your fish in it, make sure it's got no holes in, and it's absolutely bang on. But like I said, really nice, tough material. I'll put a link in the description below. Definitely check these. These are retailing for about 60 quid. And as far as Keepnets go, not a bad price. And I really do recommend them. I've had no problems with them at all after testing them for at least 2 years, so definitely if you're in line for a new Keepnet, have a look at these and the landing nets too. So yeah, great feature. I'm giving these about 10 out of 10, and I really do like the Mozella gear, and it's top quality stuff, so definitely have a look in the tackle shops and check out some Mozella gear. Right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed these tackle reviews. We're going to have a look, see what we can do. We might get the old pole out, dust that off, and see if we can get the pole out and review a couple of pole bits and bats. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and keep on bagging.